Mike Fisher, reporting from Frisco. I am not trying to make a case against Dalton Schultz as we sit here right on the lip of the cup of him maybe getting the franchise tag, $11 million guaranteed for 1 year from the Dallas Cowboys while they continue to negotiate to mid-July. And if no new deal is struck by then that's what he plays on, by gosh, 2022 season, $11 million fully guaranteed at tight end. This is not Dalton Schultz bashing. I'm not anti-Dalton Schultz. I'm not anti-tight end in general. I'm not anti-paying the tight end in general. I'm saying that the Cowboys need to be really thoughtful here, just like they're being thoughtful on Amari Cooper. How much do we want to pay him? Well, we don't want to overpay Amari Cooper. How much do we want to pay Tank Lawrence? We don't want to overpay Tank Lawrence. Isn't $11 million a year an overpay for Dalton Schultz? And is there another way to do this? Did they send themselves into a panic when at one time they thought we're going to tag Randy Gregory and we won't worry too much about Dalton Schultz because we always have Blake Jarwin. Of course, now we know Blake Jarwin with a serious hip problem, and they may not have him ever again, period. Aren't there a series of NFL free agents who, if you put them in this offense and let them have all the snaps at tight end, could go catch 50 or 60 or 70 balls? And I'm just going to pick one as an example. O.J. Howard is 27 years old. He's got 5 years in the league. In 2020, he had the Achilles injury that robbed him of a productive season. And then, of course, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers also signed Rob Gronkowski. And Gronk, being Brady's guy, became the number one tight end there. And also Gronk being maybe a Hall of Fame caliber performer. And the next thing you know, you've got yourself in O.J. Howard, a first-round pick in his draft, number 19 overall, the top tight end taken, a guy that his coach, Nick Saban, raved about, 6'6", 250 pounds, a guy that Saban said was going to be a star in the NFL. And then I give you this, even though he has never put up the kind of numbers Dalton Schultz has, and of course he hasn't done it in this offense because he hasn't been in this offense. He's been in a Tampa Bay offense where he was some days laboring as the third-string tight end. Tom Brady, when he got hurt in 2020, said of O.J. Howard, he's the kind of teammate you want. He's the kind of worker you want. I really feel sorry about this. He's the kind of talent you want. Tom Brady is a believer in O.J. Howard. Nick Saban is a believer in O.J. Howard. And the website projections that like to think they have expertise in this sort of area think that O.J. Howard in 2022 projects to sign a $4 million contract. 1 year, $4 million contract. That's the same deal the Cowboys gave last year to Keanu Neal. And it's 1/3 what we're talking about giving to Dalton Schultz. I'm not bashing Dalton Schultz. I'm not anti-Dalton Schultz. I'm pro making sure that your salary cap decisions wisely fit into the 208. And I think $11 million for a hardworking, solid safety valve tight end who was a fourth-round pick, who was going to be a good blocker when he came into the league and then turned out wasn't all that good at all. I think paying Dalton Schultz 3 times more than paying O.J. Howard is money not well spent. We will keep you posted on what the Cowboys do with franchise tag as Dalton Schultz is in play there. And, of course, so is Randy Gregory. And we'll continue to ponder. If you tag Schultz, what is your plan for Gregory? We'll talk more about that. Fish at 6 tonight. Fish in Frisco. Out.